Welcome back. It is Wednesday, and we all know what that means. It is time to go over some more regional indie MMA highlights from this past weekend that happened all across the world. And the only person with the time and knowledge to find these fights is the one and only Caposa, so if you want more videos like this daily, go give him a follow on his Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman. What is up, everyone? It's the casual, Lawton Veerkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. Kicking us off this week, we are going to Eternal MMA 61 in Australia for one fight. Here, we have a lightweight title bout that sees undefeated current champ Daniel Hill sitting at a 5-0 record, and his challenger, Jack Becker, has an 8-2 record. With just under a minute left in the first round, Becker is targeting Hill's lead leg and then decides to do this.
Big sign of Dan switch stance. Jack Becker landing shots of his own. Daniel goes down. Wow, this fight's over.
Yeah, did you see it? Becker had this fight won, but in an adrenaline fury throws this illegal knee to a grounded opponent and the fight is stopped. Now, I don't want to take away from the sequence before that because Becker was landing some huge hooks and the uppercut is what really sealed the deal, sending Hill to the canvas. However, I couldn't find out why this happened because no one announced it while it was happening, but the ref still awards Becker the win and he is now your new Eternal MMA lightweight champion. Moving on, we are going to Pancrase 323 in Tokyo for two fights. For the first, we have a middleweight bout that has Yuji Arai sitting at a 4-6 record, and he's up against former middleweight and light heavyweight king of Pancrase, Yo Rocky Kawamura, who has an 18-10-4 record, and is making his return back to Pancrase after 4 years. And just like clockwork, we are barely past halfway in this round, and check it out.
まだまだ寝かされずに、おーっと大していけるなっていう。おっと。さあ、聞いてる。
Rocky making his return to Pancrase impressive with his overhand right to shake him, and then he reads the takedown attempt and gets the knockout with his beautiful knee. Great performance as he gets the win in just 3 minutes of this fight and improves his record to 19-10-4. For our second fight at Pancrase 323, we have a flyweight matchup between Satoru Date, who has a, holy shit, does that say 10-13-6? Yikes, and almost every loss was via decision. And he's taking on Kohei Kiriyama, who only has a 3-1 record. Satoru definitely has more experience in the ring, even though most are losses, but he's about to use that experience by doing this. Oh, you thought the fight was over? Nope. Kiriyama somehow survives that kick, and we make it to the second round, but not for long. The same kick followed by a flying knee and then ground and pound that Kiriyama was just unable to escape, and this fight is over. Props to him though for surviving the head kick from the first round and continuing on, but it wasn't enough to stop Satoru as he gains the second round win and improves his record to 11-13-6. Up next, we are going to Bushido Fighting Championships Grand Prix event in Kazakhstan for two fights. For the first, we have Nursultan Sheraliyev, whose only record I could find was 0-1 from a fight earlier this year, and he's taken on Gani Dikhanbayev, who I couldn't find anything about online either, so maybe he's making his debut. And even though I couldn't find anything on these fighters, it does not disappoint as we are just halfway through the first round and we get this. One-hitter quitter from Sheraliyev that sends his opponent down and out to the canvas. And it's hard to tell where, but the right opened a cut somewhere on his face. Sheraliyev gets this great first-round knockout, though, and adds a win to his record. The second fight we have at Bushido Fighting Championship is You-Know-It Caposa's KO of the week. Here, we have a light heavyweight matchup between Zaras Ilyasov on the left and Saraslam Sarik on the right, both of which are making their debut. And right on the 30-second mark of round one, we get this. So I'm not sure if soccer kicks are legal in this organization, but I'll be damned if he didn't try to land one while his opponent was falling down. Ilyasov does land this leg kick into a left hook though, which absolutely flatlines his opponent, who goes straight to the canvas. He gains his first win of his career and gets this nice highlight to look back on. Now we're heading to visit Open Fighting Championship 10 in Russia for one fight. This is a heavyweight bout that sees Hagers Souza sitting at a 10-4 record, and he's up against Sergey Bilosteny, who has a 7-2 record. We love us some heavyweight fights here because we know some big hits are coming, and this one does not disappoint. Holy left hook. I literally thought the first one was going to be the end, but Souza somehow stays up until the second one lands, and then the ground and pound gets the stoppage. What a performance by Bilosteny as he secures this fantastic knockout and gets the win, improving his record to 8-2. Still going, we're heading to ACA 128 in Belarus for one fight. Here we have a middleweight fight between Azamat Bekoev, who has a 12-2 record, and he's up against Rafael Heretic, who has a 14-4 record. The first two rounds are not looking good for Heretic, but he is not giving up, and we've seen plenty of comebacks before. So we make it to the third and final round, and nearing the 2-minute mark, Heretic lands this.
Oh, he's caught him. That knee came up, just connected.
Now, that isn't how this fight ends, but it was a shift in momentum, and Heretic starts dominating and controlling the ground and finally pulls this off.
See the deep breaths, he's trying to muster up the energy to pull. Oh, he's does that. Was that the tap? My goodness.
The knee to rock him and then controlling the ground game is all this one took for Heretic to make the great comeback and get the win, improving his record to 15-4. Next up, we're going to Fight Nation Championships Armageddon event in Croatia for one fight. This is a light heavyweight bout between Mario Zgela, who has a 4-2 record, and his opponent, Žarko Jankovic, has a 3-0 record. Wasting absolutely no time, Mario is going for the win just 13 seconds into this fight.
Zgela ide, Zgela ubija, odmah kreće, tu je Saša.
Yeah, so this one is a little scary, as I'm sure you noticed Jankovic's leg twitching after that knockout, and I looked online and on the organization's socials, and I couldn't find an update on his recovery, but we're seriously hoping for the best because this is never fun to see. And we don't want to take away from Mario's win, who used this leg kick to set up a very chaotic, unorganized, yet somehow successful flurry of hooks, which eventually got the stoppage from the ref. But we hope Jankovic is fully recovered and wanted to say congratulations to Mario on his win. Moving on, we are going to Celtic Gladiator 30 in England for one fight. And this one is more of an honorable mention as we only have cage side footage, but we have a flyweight fight that sees Charlie Falco making his pro debut and in the compromised position on the ground, and he's against Lewis McGrillen, who only has a 1-0 record and is standing with the red tape. But once this fight goes back to the feet, check it out. Yet another scary post-fight reaction from Falco as he's on the ground, but we did have an update where the medical team came in immediately and he got up on his own, thankfully. But what a counter left hook from Lewis as he gets the one-punch knockout and the win, improving his record to 2-0. For our last fight this week, we are going to visit Fury FC 51 in Colorado for the lightweight title fight that has current champ Laville Simpson sitting at a 10-5 record, and his opponent is Kenneth Glenn, who has a 9-7 record and actually took this fight on only a week notice. Also, both fighters have previously fought in LFA, so you know this fight is going to be a good one, and it actually makes it to the third round, but not for long.
Yeah. Oh, but he lands there.
Nice.
And there,
that's
he's
a big
out.
shot.
He's
That's
out.
a big shot.
One right hook to drop him and a second one to send him down and out. What a fight by Glenn as he secures this knockout just 10 seconds into the third round. And I will note, since it was a short notice fight for him, Glenn did miss weight, which made him not eligible for the belt, but what a show against the current lightweight champ, so I have a feeling this one might get run back in the near future. Once again, thank you immensely to Caposa for helping us compile these lists every single week. If you want more content like this and to support him, go give him a follow on his Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman, and you can also support him by going to his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. And we want to thank all of these amazing organizations for hosting so many great events all year long, and to each and every fighter, winners and losers, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace!